Alrighty, everybody, welcome back. We are back live here, VNEA World Championships, broadcasting out of Ballys, in, of course, the fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. I think I finally got my mics figured out. If you can all let me know if the volume is good on your end, that would be great, but I think I've got it figured out. So we have Alicia and Rick taking on Bev and Mark. Alicia and Rick are from Texas. Mark and Bev Ashton, Mark Vino, Bev Ashton from Calgary, Alberta. Bev Ashton with the break, and as we've seen throughout the morning, these tables are not giving them up easy. Audio and video are good. Perfect. Which means I've figured out these headsets. Because now my ears are not ready to blast apart. And that was Rick at the table. Now approaching is Alicia. They are shooting the low ball, probably 5 into the top right hand corner. Although you got to be careful, you don't want to bump into that 6 and tie it up with the 11 ball. I sure did, James. I just needed a few minutes alone with the soundboard, with the mics, get out a hammer, and talk gently to it. And I like her choice here. 3-ball floater, and it skid a little bit. This is the A-side match. You got it. If they can win this one, they will go through to the A final. So this is the semi-final on the A side. So if they do make it through to the A side, they don't even have the times scheduled as of yet. So I won't be able to answer when that one will be done, and whether that's even going to be on our stream table or on TV Mike, who is in the house. So we have Mark at the table. He's going to shoot this 10 ball down to the bottom left-hand corner. Nice little roll through for the 15 ball. Yeah, hopefully the background noise is also kind of canceled out a little bit. I don't think we'll be able to get away with getting rid of all of it, but certainly some of that hopefully has cut out a little bit. I can tell you that in my own ears it sounds much, much better. So a little bit of trouble here for high ball. I believe that's the 12 ball down by the 5 ball, 9 ball, 11 ball. Everything is kind of hampered up by that 3 ball in that top right hand corner. Regina, Saskatchewan, what's up? What's going on, Brian? Yeah, it's definitely better than before, for sure. We were actually getting a double feedback. Nice shot from Mark. Sits Bev on that 9 ball. Now, these are really quick tables, so she can take this 9 ball into this bottom right-hand corner. Kind of a nice little touch draw shot off the side rail, go back down for 10 ball into the top left. Nice little cheater. That'll bring Mark to the table shooting the 10 ball. A little bit of a tester shot here. He's not going to be able to hold this one. He might have to use the 6-ball here. And how are you, Jarrett? Thanks everybody again for tuning in. If you are just tuning in, help us out, hit that share button. You can share to any of the pool groups that you're members of. Even share it to your own Facebook page. You never know which one of your friends is a closet pool hall junkie. I'll do my best to entertain them. And we are live here in, of course, fabulous Las Vegas, Nevada. This is the VNEA World Championships. They do come from everywhere, all over the world. So we are in for it. 10 days straight of pool. So there's Scotch doubles, there's 9-ball singles, 8-ball singles, 8-ball teams, men's division, ladies divisions, intermediate, open, masters. You name it, we'll have it. And I do believe that 14 will pass the 8-ball into that top left-hand corner. That's now what she's looking at. Good eyes. 11-ball into the middle. Off that right-hand side rail, back out. And hits it perfect. Pretty much a hit and a stick for Mark here. Oh, even had enough angle to float over. That'll bring Bev to the table to draw first blood. Indeed, into the heart of the pocket. And we'll throw up our CSL Viewer Advantage number 6. If you are new to the Q Sports Live Facebook page and tuning in for your first time, this will be new for you. Anybody else that has been a regular already knows what this one's all about. It is $20 to get in to win. With that, you are buying the CSL Viewer Advantage pack. The winner of this will get the choice of the Jacoby Black carbon fiber shaft or the T3 jump brake cue, or take the money and run. If you want in it to win it, qsportslive@gmail.com is how you do it if you're in Canada. If you're outside of Canada, in the good old US of A, send us a message to the Q Sports Live Facebook page if you want in to win, and I'll get back to you with exactly how you can do it. And this will bring Rick to the table. Oh, wow. Absolutely murders that rock. He put his back in it, he put his hips in it, and came out of his shoes on that break. Absolutely crushed that rock. Ideally, you'd like low ball here, but there's just nothing to shoot at with low ball. I don't think she can see the 4-ball. 3-ball's not an option. 2 is out. 7's out. She might have the 1-ball. I don't know if it'll go by that 2-ball into that top right-hand corner. Indeed, Gary. Charlie Bryant in the house. Welcome to it, Charlie. Thanks for tuning in again. So sitting good here, probably a hit and a stick. Put the, I think that's the 14-ball. Played it off the rail, that'll work as well. And indeed, that is the 14-ball. Same pocket, lower left. And with the speed of these tables, I don't know if she's going to try to hold this. She might go off this side rail back to the right-hand side of the table. Put the 11 into the same pocket as the 14. Adelaide, Australia, what's going on? Pete Robertson, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. We've got some of your countrymen here. he got a little close to the rail, doesn't like it. Takes the 9 ball instead. Great shot. Comes around, 12 ball into the same pocket. However, left her on the beach. However, if she does have the right angle, if this 12 ball goes into this top right hand, she might be able to just slide up and tag that 5 ball and use that to hit and stick for some shape. Oh, Pete, I'm always doing good, buddy. How can you not be doing good? I get to sit here, I get to watch some really, really great pool, and I get to be in Vegas while I do it. Not really a bad gig. Only way to make it better is, of course, if I was perhaps doing this in Australia. Oh, decides to swing at it. Gets a couple of jelly rolls. That will leave Rick perfect on the 11-1 cue ball off this back rail, back up. 13 into the right-hand side pocket. And sitting perfect. A little bit hampered over the 1, but shouldn't pose as any problem for Rick here. And we are squared up, 1 apiece. So this will bring Mark to the table for the break. And we'll give a shout out to one of our other sponsors here at Q Sports Live. It is Jam Up Apparel. You may have seen the likes of John Mora sporting the Jam Up Apparel. They do have men's, ladies, t-shirts, hoodies. They got all kinds of things going on that website. Go check them out, jamupapparel.com. They also have a limited edition Jam Up Apparel Q Sports Live collab on a shirt. And these are sublimated. These are not a heat transfer. $55 US. Only available up until the final broadcast of this event. You can find that jamupapparel.com under the CSL or Q Sports Live tab. How did I look? How did I like looking at a big hole in the ground? It was pretty amazing, Todd, I gotta say. I've been there a few times, and each time I go to the Grand Canyon, it still never ceases to amaze me. So definitely a wonder of the world. Some pretty phenomenal views from there. We took a couple of pictures. I believe those are on the Q Sports Live Twitter account. Took a couple of pictures of Vegas while we were here, kind of touring around. Yeah, they'd have to find a way to control the critters if I ever went down to Australia. Although I would imagine in the bigger places, Sydney and those types, I don't imagine it would be too bad within the city. I'm hoping. Maybe Pete will let me know whether I'm right on that assumption. So nice looking table here for Alicia and Rick. A hit and a stick on the 11. Again, left her over top of that, or left Rick over top of that 1 ball. So a little bit tricky here. 13 ball, I can't quite tell what angle he's got, whether he can draw to the left side and play the 15 into the same pocket with a breakout, but then it's kind of a hit and a hope there. Absolutely, Edward. Let me tell you, Charlie Hillbilly Bryant is a complete wealth of knowledge. Both Ben and Ryan met Charlie when they were down in Texas. I believe that was for, was it one of the APA events, state championships? Might have been, yeah, is it APA? I can't remember which one it was, but unfortunately I wasn't able to attend that one. I had been on the road already for 6 weeks, and I figured that my boys needed some of their dad to be around, so a little bit of dad time with the boys. ACS, thank you. And I can tell you, Charlie, that Ben Francis was just in his glory in meeting you and kind of picking your brains a little bit. Oh, wealth of knowledge, for sure. And no troubles. Deserving kind words. So, not terrible here. She is a little bit jacked up, but she should be able to hit and stick here off this 14. So 14 into that top left-hand corner, hit stick, 13 to the left-hand side pocket. There you go, Bryant Billiards. Go check him out, an absolute wealth of knowledge. Super nice guy, too. Where is she taking the 13? Can she see that? And that will be a foul. Gotta make sure of the shot. She kind of jumped up into that shot a little bit. So with that, that'll bring Bev to the table, ball in hand. More than likely the 7 ball into the top right-hand corner. A little bit of angle, maybe push through that 2-6. Oh, she's gonna play smart here. She's playing the safety to open that pocket even better. Oh, YouTube channel. Sorry about that, Charlie. Very, very smart shot. That's just showing you the table knowledge of what Bev Ashton has, rather than trying to kind of create the separation and push through and put the 6-2 and 1 into a better position. Plays a really smart shot combination and plays it safe. This is the Masters semifinal, and it is Bev Ashton and Mark Vinobot. Oh, great hit. Really nicely done. So Mark chooses 1 chalk out of the collection on that table. He's got a few going on there. So 5 ball, nice little roll-up shot for the 7 following the 5. Oh, he dug after it. I didn't think he'd need to do that. Just a nice little roll-up. Tables are quick enough. Although maybe Mark is not trusting so much of the rolls that can show up on a valley table, especially when they're sitting in carpet. They do tend to settle in. It does sound like you're watching a golf tournament. Like we said, we got these new headsets, and as much as I figured it out before, I'm just not acclimated yet to hearing myself talk. But that's all right. So Rick at the table, we've seen him make a really nice 2-rail kick, so I'd imagine that this 1-rail kick shouldn't be any issue for him. Oh, look out, side pocket. That's obviously what he was calling. I thought he was calling the corner. really nicely done. Should be able to mute myself in the headset. Yeah, I'll figure all that out. My main concern first off was just to get the volume figured out. That was really good. Really nice shot, and I kind of figured after he displayed that 2-rail kick shot earlier in the rack that the 1-rail kick shouldn't be an issue. But again, I thought he was calling in the top corner, but obviously into the side, and there's that hammer break. He digs after it again. He's got a great break. Unfortunately, the cue ball takes the long, dark tunnel down to the ball return. That'll bring Mark V to the table. Excuse me, with ball in hand. So it is his choice, given the position of the 3 and the 4. I think he's going to go with high ball here. I didn't even need that, James. I just kept pulling them out and replugging them into different spots, and I found the combo that works. And I'm not completely technically inept. I do have a little bit of a technical background, but not a huge amount. And this is a winner side match. You got it. This is the A-side semifinals. VNEA World Championships, Las Vegas, Nevada. We are broadcasting live out of Ballys Hotel and Casino. So both Bev Ashton and Mark V, also known as the Vinobot, players from Calgary, Alberta, happens to be our hometown. And Alicia and Rick are from Texas. Ooh, a little miscue action from Bev Ashton there. Not very characteristic of the way that she hits the ball. But that will bring Alicia to the table. I do believe she's got the look at the 5 ball. From here, it's fairly easy from here. I would suspect we're going to see a 3-1 lead. Yeah, the music in the background is going to be a killer. So we're going to have to figure it out, because these microphones are just super, super sensitive, which I'm not accustomed to. I'm used to being able to kind of talk in my full voice. So for me to try to bring my own volume down is not like me. I kind of like to use a little bit of voice influx and kind of add some excitement, but that's really tough to do when you have to somewhat talk as a golf commentator. Great shot from Rick there. Mark, the stream stop is a Facebook issue. Kind of been having that all morning, and I don't know whether Facebook is coming out with an update, or there is an update that they're going through, or something along those lines. But the upload speed that we have here in the hotel, we're hard lined in, and we have a speed of 56 megabytes per second. So it's definitely not our internet connection. It's got to be a Facebook issue. And the YouTube channel is running picture perfect and smooth like butter. So it is a Facebook issue for sure. But the best way to get rid of that, close everything down, back out of everything, close it all down, and then come back in again. And it'll definitely happen a few times. But it seems to go in cycles, and it seems to go in stages. So it was kind of everybody in Western Canada this morning that was going through it, while Eastern Canada wasn't. And then it kind of flip-flopped, and then I was doing both. Myself, I'm going to knock on wood because I've only had it happen a couple of times so far throughout this stream, so it is definitely a Facebook issue. And again, guys, if you are just tuning in, help me out, hit that share button. Let's get it rocking here. They have called for a ref on this shot. Yeah, it's not our system, but yeah, absolutely. If you're watching on a tablet or whatever, shut it down, reboot it, let it go back in again. And speak of the devil, I just jinxed myself. My commentator's curse is strong today. So, obviously a good hit there. Absolutely, Cody. So it is on CompuSport. So you'll have all the brackets. You can type in your favorite player or team name and kind of follow them throughout the tournament, look at their progress, see how they're doing. All of that information is available. It is on CompuSport. No troubles at all. This is not stable at all. I'm not sure what you mean by that. But again, if you are having Facebook issues, it's certainly not a Q Sports Live issue. It's not our internet connection. We've actually got one of the best connections that we've had for a very, very long time. So Mark and Bev at the table. Mark going to shoot this 14 into the bottom left-hand corner, kind of draw over for the 15 ball. Yeah, and it kind of seems to go in cycles. Like this morning, like I mentioned before, it was all of Western Canada that seemed to have the issue, while Eastern Canada didn't. And then it flip-flopped, and it was Eastern Canada that had the problems. And now it's just kind of hit and miss everywhere. All right, well, this looking good for Mark and Bev here. Nice little draw shot for Bev here. Could play it two ways. You can go forward if you want and play the 8 into the top left, or draw back and play it into the top right. Kind of shooter's choice here. Yeah, the YouTube channel seems to be running fairly smoothly. And we are tie ball game. We've seen this a lot throughout the Masters Scotch doubles. A lot of hill matches. Am I watching the YouTube chat? No, I can't seem to get the YouTube going on the other iPad that we have here. I can't seem to get it connected to the internet. I'll try it again, but... Oh! Nobody say anything. Don't move. I have now the YouTube channel chat up and going, so Yeah, and there is no real dress code here for the VNEA. Oh, no troubles at all, Terry. I am playing. I'm only going to play in the 8-ball singles. Um, I've had an offer or two to play in the team event, but kind of want to see how things go. I really want to give the viewers what they're coming in and supporting us with. We didn't get to do a lot of commentating when we were doing the ACS event, so I kind of feel like we owe you guys. So I'm not really overly concerned if I play teams or not, but certainly in the singles 8-ball I'll be playing. Ben is playing both, maybe even in the 9-ball. And thank you, Dimitri. Much appreciated. Why does the video keep stopping? Don, I believe that it is Facebook that is having the issues. I don't know if, again, they're doing updates or something, but it's certainly not our issue. We have one of the strongest hardline internet connections that we've ever had. It's 56 megabytes per second upload. Yeah, Steph is also playing. Yeah, she'll be in both singles and teams as well. There isn't another Scotch doubles match on right now, so we are streaming tables 7 and 8. If you want one of the other matches, you can hop on over to TV Mike. He has tables 1 to 6 covered. But there's certainly not another one on our stream. We've got tables 7 and 8, and table 7 for our stream is the only one that's running. And to be honest, I don't know whether TV Mike is running on Facebook or whether you've got to go to his website and kind of go through it that way. So not a bad looking table other than the 7-ball. Yeah, no troubles at all, Lloyd. It's it'll come kind of bouncing in and out. There was one of the streams, I can't remember whether it was 2 ago or maybe 3 streams ago. It would happen every 10 seconds. It was just terrible. But now it seems to be only every 5 minutes or so that it'll do it. Yep. But I don't know whether he is streaming that free one to Facebook or whether that's still on his website. I'm not 100% sure. I got our mics figured.
Yay! What was it? Just a setting
here? You see, Lloyd, you tempted fate. Oh no. Alicia with a very uncharacteristic like miss. Again, I think she stood up into that. And it looks like we have Stephanie Toy joining us back on the mic.
Here I am.
See how it's not blowing out your ears?
Much better.
But you have to pull your mic away still. Just a little.
Why I can't talk into the mic?
No, because it still gets really loud, but not anywhere close to what it was.
What's happening here? I see Bevy at the table.
Yeah, uncharacteristic like miss for Alicia. Both her and Rick have been playing really, really solid. And
We're at
Just an
twosies.
yeah, tie ball game. Yeah, I've seen her do that twice throughout this match where she kind of stabbed at the ball and jumped into it. So she might be getting into the little bit of the jitters, a little bit of nerve showing, knowing that if they win this, they're into the A-side final.
Let's go, YYC. Are we going to see you, Mitch? I didn't see your name on the roster. I
Chris,
think we talked about that. Sorry. Mitch and I talked about that. It's working. We're trying to bring home the bacon.
yeah. And Chris on YouTube, we are talking softly. It's certainly not a volume issue. We kind of have our mics turned down low. We've got some new headsets, and might be able to turn them up a touch, I guess.
Maybe we can turn them up a little bit now that we've got the volume thing figured out.
Still don't want to blow my ears out. But hopefully that's a little bit better. I just don't want to turn them up too loud because with the new headsets, we can kind of hear each other through the headset.
Yeah, and it forces us actually to talk a little softer, which is better for the players. But
It is.
we are only probably about 8 feet away from the back end of the table here.
But it's certainly much better than what it was.
Oh, for sure.
Right? We don't get a lot of that cracking when... But I think the problem was we were looping it through itself twice. So we were getting twice that feedback.
Makes a big difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Makes a big difference when you know what the hell you're doing.
Yeah, kind of, right? I just needed a minute or two alone with the soundboard and a hammer, and
Talk nicely to it.
I sweet talked it into working.
Good job.
So definitely a lot better than what it was.
For sure.
Yeah. So Mark and Bev looking really, really good here.
Yeah, just stop.
No.
Oh, you cursed him.
I did.
You did it.
Sorry, Mark. Yeah, and this is why I say it's just got to be a YouTube or a Facebook issue as to why it keeps dying.
Yeah, because our YouTube, we've actually got the comments going on both. Do we not?
We do.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I finally sweet talked that tablet into working.
Perfect. Yeah, I feel like just technology was not on our side this morning.
You know, it's Vegas, and typically things don't really want to work early in the morning, right? Typically in Vegas, you're out kind of doing your thing all night and don't really want to go to work in the morning.
Humans also grouped into that.
I actually don't mind the mornings for commentating, not for pool playing.
Yeah, no, pool playing is not
Not my strong suit.
not my strong suit either.
Look at this shot from Rick.
Beauty.
Really, really nice. So you're not going to see Bev swing for this 13 ball. You're going to see her swing at the 15 ball into that right-hand side pocket.
Good hit.
Very good hit.
Perfect.
Her body English is begging that cue ball to stay up because even though they've only got 2 balls on the table, but the 13 is hampering the 7 from going really anywhere.
Yeah, she was clinching on that one. Held her breath. I felt it.
So this will bring Alicia to the table. And really, what do? I think you kind of have to go for it here. You kind of just have to bring a shot. Whether you're going to try to shoot the 2 ball into the bottom left-hand corner or the 5 ball.
I think she can make a good safety off this 1 ball. Just tap this 1 ball into the rail.
Yeah.
It
you're
leaked
never,
out.
Yeah, you're never going to do that on a quick table, though.
It leaked out. She was a little, she just needed to hit that 1 ball or that 9 ball center.
Right, a safety isn't going to
1 ball.
change. Yeah, safety isn't going to change the table. And that's what you need. You need to find a way to change the table. rearrange the furniture a little bit, get a breakout ball down at the other end, something like that, in order to get to that 7 ball.
I would
Because
agree. However, they kind of had the upper hand there. Play one more safety, make it tough, because that 8 ball does go into the right side.
yeah, but it's the 7 ball that's the tough ball, right? When Alicia steps to the table, I think she just bring a shot.
I don't know. I like playing the safety and getting a ball in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Because with ball in hand, you take that 7 out. You take your trouble ball out.
Yeah, Travis Bonnie Plowman is who you're referring to, and she was playing in this.
They're out.
Yeah, they're on the seaside.
On the see you later side.
Indeed,
See you at the bar side.
that's it. Or for the CSL staff, the seaside is the commentator side.
But she is here. It's been a long time since she's been at this event, probably 10 plus years
Yeah,
since she's been here. So
same as myself.
really great to see her back. Same with Bev and Joanne Ashton. We're very familiar with them because they are from our hometown. But they kind of made a long run in the Masters division and ended up taking a break. They were on hiatus for a little while.
Yeah,
This is their first year back in league, just getting hungry for it again.
yeah. Once you got that pool, it just never really goes away.
Shot.
Oh, great shot. Really well done from Mark there. So first to the hill. And Bermuda checking in. How are you, Leslie? Leslie? What the heck? Leslie? Thanks for tuning in from Bermuda. We do appreciate it. If you are just tuning in, guys, help us out. Smash that share button. Let's get it rocking. We got the Masters on all day today. It is Scotch Doubles Day. It is the start of the event for the VNEA World Championships here in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Do we know where Alicia and Rick are from?
They are from Texas, and Rick here has a really strong break.
Let's see this break. He's going to smash him. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
uber power.
Wow.
Put his back in it, his hips in it, and then left his shoes on
What
the pavement.
a great break.
Right?
That is killer. If I could break like that.
Come on, if I could break like that. That's amazing. Like, he just punishes that ball.
And especially at the Masters level, like this caliber, your
yeah.
break is so important.
It's huge.
I mean, if every table that you walk up to look like that,
Yeah. Your
You'd be-
work is half over.
oh, you're cashing in every tournament.
Of course.
And it sounds like this is his typical break. This
Oh,
is
it
the first
is.
break that I've seen him
Yeah.
make, but
Yeah.
according to
I've seen him
Grant.
break 3 times, and wow. And yeah, 100%, Robert. Perfect cue ball. Oh,
The guy that bought that cue off you there.
yeah, sorry.
I was wondering if you had the shaft.
Not the Jacoby yet. No.
I feel you, Patrick. That is definitely, I feel like his break. I haven't seen him really shoot too much. Obviously, Scotch doubles is a different game. I'm not familiar with his game. However, if his break is any reflection on his gameplay, I feel like he could be pretty vicious.
Let me just check what his message said.
He would definitely be on my my top list of people who I don't want to play. Very tic-tac-toe out here. Oh, that was unlucky. So Bev and Mark get a chance at this really juicy table. Their only problem ball is at 13, tucked in slightly behind the 3. I'm not sure if they can play that in off the rail, if it'll just slop in. It is possible on these valley tables. So according to Mark's position, it looks like that 13 ball does go. I think if I'm Bev, I'm just kind of pocket weighting this 13 ball in. If it goes, great. You have 14 to the top right, like that. But if it doesn't go, then it hangs, and it kind of makes it tough on the 3 ball. So a bit of a two-way shot there. Yeah, guys, there seems to be a Facebook issue happening today. Oh, Mark slightly overcut that ball. Yeah, so there seems to be a Facebook issue happening today. I feel like they're getting ready to do some sort of software update. There's a glitch happening in there. We've been having problems all day with our Facebook, and it is nothing to do with our internet connection. We are hardwired in, and the connection is fantastic, way above what we need for the streaming. So I know that a lot of people have switched over to YouTube. Seems like YouTube is running super smooth. No problems there. And we are following along on the comments on the Facebook pages, or on the YouTube page as well. So feel free, guys, to flip over to YouTube. Make sure that you subscribe to the YouTube page. Get the notifications. You'll get an email every time we go live. And when you watch on YouTube, super easy to throw it up on your computer. Yeah, that was close. And who was that there? Nicola. The preview to the Hill game. You're totally right. Oh, that was...
Used the entire pocket.
I feel like the nerves are getting there. Nerves, last few balls on the stream table. They're fully aware that we're talking about them right now. Not that they can hear us, but...
So iPhone has an update about an hour ago on Facebook.
Oh, nice, Terry. Okay, so we're on Android tablets, so we'll just have to wait for that software update to come out.
Yeah. Now, there was something else. Your buddy Paul Marquez is headed to Vegas this weekend for the One Pocket Championships. Will there be a stream for the event?
Not by us.
Yeah, there will be, but not by Q Sports Live.
Right.
So that's the U.S. Open One Pocket. You'll probably find that under CSI.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's One Pocket.
One Pocket straight pool.
Yeah, and something at Bank
And-
Pool.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whose tournament that is. I've been way too busy to pay attention to everything going on, but I know that there is something big happening. There's a lot
It's
of
the
pros.
U.S. Open.
And a lot of pros are at Griff's.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know that a couple of the players here are planning on going down, see if they can get some action.
Well, there's a few notables that are in the house for this event.
Yeah.
You've got Alex Ollinger, Danny Olson, Obviously, Stephen Hallam, Ben Francis, Joel Spence,
Yeah.
Eric Vargas. So definitely, definitely a few. No troubles at all, Derek. Andrew Bird. Andrew Bird, where are you from? Hey, thanks for sharing, Keith. We appreciate it. It is this weekend, Jason,
I
and
feel like,
it is PPV.
yeah, I feel like you're probably right, John.
Yeah,
That
it's-
stuff is not going to go free to view, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I see the argument on both sides.
Yes.
However, I just feel like a lot of the players, the up and comers, a little bit of the lower end players are not going to invest in pay-per-view matches. I think if you can get some cheap free lessons, watch your friends play for free, I think that's where the bulk of it's at. And that's
Fort
what we
Worth, Texas. Andrew, did you ever used to live in Calgary? I used to work with an Andrew Bird. He was technical support for the company that I worked for at the time. So, not too many Andrew Birds that are floating around. There you go. Kimberly says CSI pay-per-view. And yeah, David, Facebook, it seems to be hopeless. So in the Philippines, having even bigger issues.
Yeah. David says Facebook is hopeless here in the Philippines right now.
That's a comment on YouTube.
Yeah.
Do you have me on Facebook? I'm not sure, Jason. If you don't, send the request. I'm sure you do, though. Top 1 pocket players are all in New Orleans.
It's possible, but I know that there's something going down in Vegas.
Oh, there's lots going down in Vegas, let me tell you.
The city that never sleeps. And your money is good here.
Vegas will always welcome your money. Aw, thanks, David. We appreciate that for sure.
Yeah, that's nice to hear. Guys,
Oh,
on a
great
side
cut.
note.
Really nice cut there.
Is that 10 ball wired?
No,
No.
no.
That is the 9-10 to the top right pocket.
And he put her in jail.
Yeah, she pretty much has one option here. Try and make that 9-10 work.
Well, it's going to be a safe, I think. If you shave the left side of that 9 ball, run it into the 10, send the cue ball down off that end rail, you can use that 9-10 as kind of a blockade. Yeah, Andrew, it was actually, I think it was called New Era Technologies. Smart guy, and a really nice guy, too. Oh, yeah, it's really simple, Jason. Just go search out CSI on Facebook. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, it caught a piece of chalk. Did you see that?
Yeah, it did. It just
It
kind
bobbled.
of rolled out.
That was going right snuggly to that, to the bottom of that.
That was a great effort.
That absolutely hit a piece of chalk. There's no doubt.
Yeah, good call, Chad.
Hey, what's happening, Chad Titty? How are you, buddy? Good to see you. No reward for a good shot for sure.
On a side note, guys, this is the first time we've been here at the VNEA event. And if you do like listening to CSL here, if you have a moment, go to the VNEA Facebook page and just send them a quick little message saying you appreciated us streaming here. You learned something. I'm hoping that we give out some educational information every once in a while.
I would think so.
It's nice to watch our friends, our family. They're from all over. This is the world's.
Doesn't get on a bigger stage than this.
No, absolutely
for amateur
not.
pool, that's for sure.
But, sending them just a quick note, having you appreciate us being here goes a long way on our behalf.
Oh, it
and
goes
hopefully,
a massive long ways for
hopefully, they invite us back next year. That is the goal.
Obviously, that is the goal for our end, for sure. We'd like to be able to come back next year, pretty much hit the replay button and do it all over again for
Yeah.
you. And guys, if you are just tuning in, help out Steph and I smash away on that share button.
We're getting down to the nitty gritty. This is for the A-side final.
It is, yeah.
So the winner of this match is going to be guaranteed third place.
Not a bad start to the Vegas trip.
Oh, pocket weight.
Really pocket weight.
That was really pocket weight.
Yeah. Now, the issue here is that 6-ball. And unfortunately, they've left it to the last kind of shot.
That is always the problem.
So she's got to slow up. Got to slow up. A little bit too far. Because obviously she wanted to make this 1-ball and break out that 6-ball. But she went a little bit too far. Now, Rick has the stroke. He might be able to get back to this.
Get on the short side. Oh, he was almost there.
Yeah, he came up about 8 inches too short.
Almost there. I feel like we're kind of whispering right now, which we kind of probably are.
We kind of are, but I'm pretty sure our volume's good though.
I think now that we've got these headsets figured out, like the halfway is probably a good place to be, because we are talking quite soft. It's the dome here, which I call the dome, but apparently everybody else calls it the pit.
It's the pit.
I'll call it whatever I want.
Okay.
There's no music playing in here, and there's only 3 matches playing, and maybe a dozen people just spectating, so it is very quiet in here.
Mm-hmm.
And the last thing we want to do is be a disturbance to the players. So if we are whispering, we don't mean to, but
And how are you, Chris? Thanks for tuning in again. John, yeah, I'm 95% sure that that's going to be a PPV.
thanks, Kevin.
All right, let's see if Bev and Mark can pull this out.
Just one more run. Everything is wide open. It's all about cue ball placement now.
Whoa, slow up.
So I
Did
think Bev's still
not.
got that 10 ball.
Well, she has her choice. She can take the 9 or the 10.
Pop
Kind of
off
a-
the rail for it.
Yeah,
It's a nice
kind of a
shot.
shooter's choice there. So I think you're going to try and see Mark get fairly straight in on that 12 ball down to the bottom left hand here. Shooting the 10 ball now to the top right. Nice little draw shot.
He's got a nice angle on this 10 ball.
Wants to be straight.
Slow up, slow up.
He's good. So now it's really going to be up to Bev what they do here. So she can try to float this forward for the 15 ball. Or she can try to play underneath and go for the 14. I'm a fan of playing underneath for the 14.
I think that's probably the smarter choice, just because
It gives you the
it's a
option.
two-way,
Yeah,
right?
gives you the option on both the 14 and
If
the
you end
15.
up getting a little too deep,
Uh-oh.
you still got the 15. Yeah.
Oh no.
She's not happy with herself. She knows she left it tough.
It is almost like golf commentary,
Except there's
which
no,
is hampering me a bit.
there's no,
I'm
there's no Jack Nicklaus here.
No, but I'm not used to commentating in a quiet voice, and I'm fairly animated, and I like to use my voice inflections and add excitement into things, but I find I can't do that when I'm whispering. It's really hard.
I like these headsets though because it forces us to kind of keep our voices down. It is very quiet in here.
The thing I like is I don't get to hear the people behind me. That I like.
We do get a lot of that for sure.
And I think you're going to see Mark try to play a safe off this 15 ball. So into the 15 ball, send the 15 ball off the bottom rail, left side rail. Use that as a blocker between the cue ball and the 6 ball.
I think, yeah, he definitely doesn't want to touch the 14 because that 14 ball is a beach ball to that 6.
It is. And if you can hit this properly, it's such a touchy little shot though. Because if you leave anything on that 6 ball, you're toast.
Just calling it. Referee been called to the table here.
And of course, he's going to stand right in the wrong spot where we don't get to see the hit.
That was a great shot.
Oh.
Wow.
That's a really nice shot for
It
sure.
went a little deeper than he had planned. He thought it was going to hit kind of like the middle diamond, but he's okay.
Yeah.
That was a great shot.
Typically, when you see the cue ball start drifting towards that top pocket, they're like a magnet.
Mm-hmm.
They eat them up. So a tough shot.
Oh,
But again, not a bad leave because you put Bev under the pressure. You put the heat on her to make not only a good shot on this 15 ball, but she's got to play
Decent
really,
shape for the 14.
really good 14 ball shape.
although, I mean, she's very fortunate. She's got a fairly natural angle just to pop off that left rail, slide in behind. Oh, she tried to go short side.
She did try to go short.
Okay, that's not terrible. It's makeable. I mean, it could have been worse.
It's makeable, but I think your cue ball wants to go either into that pocket or into the 8. And Bev's not happy. She's not happy with her shot there.
She's struggling. She's struggling slightly. I mean, these players have been here since 9 or 10 o'clock this morning. So it's getting to...
I don't think it's fatigue yet. I think it's the nerves trying to get to the hot seat.
It's 9 hours, and I don't think that they've actually had a break.
No, they've...
They had maybe
Like
a quick little break.
Okay, well...
Yeah, it's tricky now.
Wow.
Bevy's going to have to come with a shot here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Clark, it's because I'm not allowed to kind of talk in my normal voice. And I have a deep voice already, and if I was to talk normal right now, I'd blow Steph's eardrums out and mine.
These headsets are nice, though, for sure.
They are really, really nice.
Get in there.
Look at that, Bevy. Bev Ashton taking it home for the win.
Way to pick her up, Vino.
Getting the ribs.
Yeah, she's
Really nice shot, though.
she's a little disgusted with herself. She knows that her weight was a little bit off.
Wow. Well done.
No, that's what Scotch doubles is about. Just hanging in
Absolutely.
there, having
That's
some
it.
faith in your partner. You can't be both 100% all the time. Ideally, that's how you want it to go. But sometimes
Well, and if I
Your
ever
partner
play,
struggles.
if I ever play Scotch, excuse me, my kind of rule is, I don't care where you leave me. You can leave me tough. Just leave me something.
as long as you
Just
can see the ball,
just a
you can
shot.
figure something out.
That's right. So I don't think they have the finals of this. Hit the refresh up here.
I just did. I mean, they haven't obviously done their scorecard yet, right? But we know that they're there.
Yeah.
There's nothing scheduled on the A side,
Or the B side.
but the B side, everything is going And I'm not
nothing's-
sure if the 7-8 spot. I would assume that they're going to finish out this Masters bracket tonight, though.
I would think so.
Oh, no. Check in at noon on Sunday. Okay, so they're going to play up to the 4th place spot tonight. And then they're going to cut it off for the
Which-
top 3, and they're going to finish out the top 3 on Sunday, it looks like.
Which means there may be one more match here on the A side. They may do the A final tonight.
Yeah, they'll get to the hot seat
Yep.
tonight, and then play top 3 come
Yep.
Sunday at noon. So I think at that point we're going to sign off quickly here. It doesn't look like we have another match scheduled.
Not as of yet.
That's a ginger snap. That's a ginger snap. That's Guy Nicklin,
Yes.
for those of you.
So we are going to do a quick sign off here, guys. If you haven't done so already, guys,
Sorry,
make sure
guys,
you've
it
gone
was
onto
disgusting.
our Facebook page or the YouTube channel. Click on the like or subscribe button. By doing so, you'll be notified each and every time that we come back live. On behalf of myself, Steph Toy, and the rest of the Q Sports Live team, we appreciate you guys tuning in. We'll see you back here as soon as we have another match up and ready to rock.
Don't go